Neurodiverse folks are pretty underrepresented in the workplace, and that's why when I started hiring people to help me with Focus Bear, I made an explicit choice to hire as many neuro-spicy people as I could. I did also hire some neurotypical people because I have ADHD and autism myself, and I figure should probably balance it out a little bit, but I've done my best to hire as many neurodiverse people as possible, and here's why. Number one, hyperfocus. If I have something that I am really interested in, I am amazing at concentrating. I can get a lot more done than a neurotypical person can. And key to untapping that hyperfocus is actually giving people work that they care about, that they're passionate about, and that they can do. And I believe with what we're doing at Focus Bear, the team that I've gathered, they feel really strongly about the mission, and so they're able to hyperfocus and use it to their advantage. It can be a problem if you ask them to do something really boring, but if you ask them to do something that they genuinely think is important and they know how to do, then they're going to get so much done, much more done than a neurotypical person. The second thing is creativity. I'm constantly coming up with new ideas. My brain is full, and I find the same with my team. They're constantly contributing new ideas, and I really value that. I think that's important in any workplace, to have a different way of looking at a problem. Which also brings us to the double empathy problem or solution. That the idea here is that it's hard for neurotypical people to talk to neurodiverse people and vice versa. But it's pretty easy for someone, for example, who has ADHD to talk to another person with ADHD because we just get it. And that's important for marketing, that when we are putting out marketing messages, we want to be able to actually write copy that is going to appeal to the target market that we have, who are also people who are neurospicy. And just on that point, even if you're not making a product specifically for people who are neurodiverse, you still have to factor in that a significant portion of the population are not neurotypical, and therefore you probably want to make sure that your marketing is appealing to everyone. You also want to make sure that your product is going to work for everyone. There's great examples about how universal design, which is where you try and make the product work for as many different people with access needs as possible, actually leads to a better product. For example, noise cancelling headphones, they're really invaluable for me when I'm in a noisy environment, but they're actually helping everyone because everyone struggles a little bit if there's lots of conversations in the background. It's worse for me as someone with autism, but everyone struggles. And if we normalize the idea of wearing headphones, that it's not weird, but it actually helps, that benefits everyone. And finally, I'm great in an emergency. My dopamine gets charged up, and I think that's pretty common. So if you have situations which might require someone to be able to jump in and rescue it, pretty handy to have some neurospicy folks on the team. And finally, I have a very low tolerance for BS. And I think that's important. We don't want to believe the groupthink. And by having people from diverse, different perspectives, you're going to make sure that it's not going to become a culture of just saying, yeah, that's great, boss. Great idea, boss. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say that's a terrible idea. Try and phrase it a bit more politely, but we need different perspectives.